The Amazon show The Summer I Turned Pretty is stacked with music, from artists like Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Olivia Rodrigo, Chappell Roan, Dua Lipa, and Lana Del Rey, leaving fans wondering just how big its music budget is. The show is a popular coming-of-age story, based on a trilogy of books by author Jenny Han. Han, in an interview with the podcast Open Book, recounts that she wrote a handwritten letter to Swift, asking to use her song The Way I Loved You in the show's Season 1 finale. Swift not only granted her permission to use the song, but later allowed the show to use even more tracks from her discography. But what about all the other music? How does licensing work, and how much does it cost? Our own Janet Wynn looked into it. Proposed licensing fees for a song can not only depend on the popularity of the artist, but how the song is being used. And a song's price tag tends to get higher the more prominently a song is featured, or the longer it's used.
Team pride is on the line, Taylor.
Please, you know me better than that. I would never let a boy beat me at anything.
I thought you came here to help me pack.
Fine, I'll help. Here's a tip.
This Taylor Swift song alone may have cost anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000. A song's price tag consists of 2 copyrights that films and TV shows have to pay for: the recording, which typically has to be cleared with the artist record label, and the song, defined as the musical composition, typically has to be cleared with the music publisher. Although in Swift's case, she owns or co-owns the recording and publishing rights. This estimated $50,000 to $100,000 range for Cruel Summer would include $25,000 to $50,000 for the song's copyright and another $25,000 to $50,000 for the recording's copyright. For a large tech company like Amazon, which spends billions of dollars on original content each year, that's a small price to pay. But even if a show is released by a powerful conglomerate, shows still need an experienced music supervisor to develop a budget and convince studios to license the songs that they want. While The Summer I Turned Pretty probably has a high budget, artists can grant shows a sweetheart deal and charge less than they normally would. In some rare cases, an artist might even give the show permission to use its music for free, like Jenny Han's deal with Taylor Swift, for instance. In general, TV shows usually aren't spending $100,000 on a track. They typically budget about $2,000 to $10,000 per song, a common rate for smaller artists, if they're going to pay for both copyrights. And some licensing fees may not be as high as you think, because artists want their music featured, and TV shows can use that as leverage when proposing licensing fees. If you aren't as well known as Taylor Swift, TV shows can introduce your music to millions of new listeners. Back in the early 2000s, the hit TV show The O.C. featured indie rock bands whose popularity skyrocketed after their music was used on the show. For both artists and TV shows, it can be a mutually beneficial relationship.